IBL Pacific Residential Partners. So there's another question I get a lot, and that is, hey, you guys are really proud of being an independent mortgage broker. What does that really mean for me, and how does that benefit me? So that's a great question. So let me start with my experience. So I've had almost 30 years experience working in all kinds of mortgage companies. So I've worked at big banks, small banks, larger mortgage companies, smaller mortgage companies, worked at all kinds of different companies. So 3 years ago, I reached a point where I really realized that there was not a singular model on that side of the business that was customer centric for both service, product, and price. I spent a lot of time over my career really understanding revenue, profit and loss, rate margins, how securitization works and income is derived on secondary markets. So I spent a lot of time in trying to understand the economics of how this whole business operates. What I realized is that all organizations, they made decisions based on a global basis. So it wasn't a local level. So service levels, price, and product decisions were all made by leaders of companies, which really was for the benefit of the companies as a whole, not necessarily on a local or a consumer level. So many of them care deeply about their clients and their organizations, and I understand that. But it is not dynamic. And let me explain what that means. So think about each mortgage company as offering a stock for sale. So we all know Apple stock, but let's just say Apple stock is available and through the standard market with institution that's selling for $200 a share. So based on each company, the price would be set each day on how that company is going to aggressively or not as aggressively offer that stock and how they want to manage their business and manage volumes. So for example, if institutions are selling at about $200 a share, the challenge I have was really simple, is I could not change companies every day to offer the lowest price in the market. And also some products I could not offer. So for example, if I had a client that wanted to buy Google, we may not have a loan product or we may not offer that stock. This was my frustration. I cannot truly serve my client with consistently the lowest price and the highest service level in the market. So over 3 years ago, I decided to make a significant change and start my own business as a mortgage broker. This created a platform to offer competitive pricing, a high level of service, and the access to all loan products offered in the market. Pricing was offered in a dynamic marketplace, which allowed a real-time price with over 100 lenders. A real-time marketplace drives competition. Apple stock was now offered in real time with the price offered by over 100 lenders. And this is just like actual stocks are being traded. So if I was back at my mortgage company or bank, I would only have one price that I can offer each day. And I would have limited access to the products. And I wouldn't necessarily be aware of how my pricing stacked up in the market or against competitors. So a lot of these products would be offered at higher prices. Each mortgage company is going to set their pricing for that day. Some are going to offer it at 180, some are going to offer it at 220, knowing how competitive they want to be in the market. So depending on the company I worked at, each day that offer price would vary, and it would vary one day where it could be conceivably $175 and then the next day $225 a share, knowing that the average price in the market was about $200. So if I was back at my mortgage company or bank, I'd have one price to offer for essentially one product each day, but I'd also have limited access to all the products, and I'd even be unaware of how this stacked up in the marketplace against my competitors. So what does it mean to really be independent? It means I get to compete in a real-time marketplace for the best price, the best service, with access to all products. It also means I not only get to offer one stock, which on some days could be priced at 10% above the market or maybe even 10% below the market. It means I can offer all products, not just Apple stock. If you're interested in Google or a less popular stock, I have access to all of those. It also means my products are priced in parity. It doesn't mean that in banks and mortgage companies where some products are priced with different margins and different revenue to the company, I get to operate with complete parity and price equally across the platform of all lenders. It also means most importantly, each transaction is priced without influence to the company incentives, any bias, or any other implications other than Pacific Residential Partners. So in short, all these attributes is really what drives financial markets. The U.S. financial markets, which is built to attract buyers and sellers, is considered the most efficient in the world because it allows the most to participate. Market efficiency is what drives competition towards providing the best value of price and service. So being independent means I get to participate in a true real-time marketplace, which creates the lowest price, the smallest margins, and the highest level of service and a range of products on a consistent basis. So I hope this helps to expand a little bit about why it's important to be independent and why we're proud to be associated as an independent mortgage company and broker.